Hi, this is cybersecurity expert Reginald Andre, and today we are talking about a recent update of a company called Ledger, which is one of the largest cryptocurrency hardware wallets. Now, I'm not going to go in detail exactly what they do, but essentially with cryptocurrency, there's a way that you have to store your keys to make sure that your money stays safe, and they provide that service to Bitcoin and all the other companies. Well, earlier in the summer, we had talked about how they reported that they had a security error, as they call it, and about 9,700 of their customers' information was accidentally released. It was basically what they call an API. And with this API, they had a marketing company, because you have to remember, Ledger is not a marketing company, so they hired a marketing company, and the API is a way where the marketing company can tap into the database of Ledger to grab their customers' information. Maybe they want to send a monthly newsletter, and every time Ledger gets a new customer, the marketing company uses an API to get into Ledger's database to grab that name, to grab the email address, to grab the Facebook for retargeting, whatever they're going to do. So back in the summer, Ledger said, hey, look, it was about 9,700 emails or customers' information, our bad, security error, and Ledger has millions of customers. So this was not even a 1 or 2%. So nobody really made a big deal out of it. But today they now announced that it wasn't 9,700 customers, but it was more like 270,000 customers. And also they had about 1 million emails leaked. That is a big deal. 1 million emails of Ledger was leaked. And now this is where the ramifications comes, because hackers now know the email address, they know the birth date, they know the address, they know the email address. I mean, they know a lot of information about this customer. And the next thing that these hackers are going to do is they're going to start to send phishing emails to these customers. They're going to start to send text messages such as, your Ledger account needs to be updated. Please click here. And when you go on your mobile, you click here, it's going to take you to a website that looks just like Ledger, but instead of LEDGER, maybe it's going to have an S at the end, maybe it's going to have a double D in the middle to trick you. And then from there, people are going to try to log into their real Ledger account on a fake site. And then from there, the bad guys are going to be able to access their information. Also, there's been a lot of reports about how these hackers are sending emails to these Ledger accounts. And I'm just going to read it because it's sad, it's funny, but I just want you to understand. This person called Riku on Twitter, he says that he's getting 3 to 4 emails a day and 5 to 6 text messages a day after this Ledger hack. And it says, hello, my name is X. I recently became aware of your cryptocurrency holdings. So they basically are saying, hey, we know you have a Ledger account. I also live in your city, because when they again attacked Ledger, they were able to get the city of this person. And I also know that you live at this address. And they put the person's real address. So just imagine, you don't know about the Ledger hack. You log into your computer, you get an email, and it's from someone claiming that they are a hacker. And they're saying now, hey, I know where you live. I know your email address. I know you have a cryptocurrency account. I know your phone number. And I'm going to continue reading. I'm not afraid to invade your home. I don't want to make this any harder than it has to be. I'm offering you $500, in parentheses, shouldn't be much considering the amount of money you have in your account, to leave you alone. If not, I'm not afraid to show up when you least expect it and see how my wrench works against your face. Or maybe even wait for you to leave your home and take your belongings when you're not there. Don't call the police. I'll be waiting for the money and watching you until then. Isn't that super scary? If you got that email and someone knew your name, someone knew your email address, someone knew your home address, they know the city that you live in, they know your phone number, and they're saying, I'm watching you. Don't go to the police. Pay me $500 and I'll go away. You would be surprised, and it's very sad, but you'll be surprised how much people actually fall for it, because these criminals, these hackers, they know that this is going to work. Even if it's a volume game, not everybody's going to believe it, but they know enough people are going to believe it that they're actually making enough money to continue doing this. So unfortunately, like I mentioned, more than 1 million customers' email addresses were leaked from this marketing database, and this is now another ramification about, in this case it was a security error, but this security error nevertheless caused the breach, which is why it's always interesting to see that when these companies get breached, they always talk and go low. They say, hey, it's only 9,700. And then 6 months down the line, when there's a lot of other stuff happening, all of a sudden they're like, oops, hey, yeah, it was more like 1 million. So that's our topic today, talking about Ledger. This is another reason why it's so important. If you do use APIs and you're done with the APIs, A, disable it, B, audit it. It's so important to audit those APIs. And again, APIs is just a lot of companies use it, and basically it's a way for one company to get into another company, so that way the database can be in sync. So as soon as a change is made here, it sends it here. And there's a lot of ways you can configure that, so just be careful. For example, even Microsoft Office 365 uses APIs. If you use something like Calendly, which is a way to book your appointments, that's an API. Because Calendly then talks to your calendar and your contacts to make appointments. So there's a lot of things that you probably integrate. You just don't know it's called API, but just be careful when you are doing those. Make sure you audit them quarterly, just to make sure that it's A, working properly, and that you select the correct settings. All right, until then, if you haven't already and you enjoyed our video, please go ahead and hit the like button for us. That definitely helps the YouTube algorithms. And also hit the subscribe button so that when we do go live,